Megan Fox deserved so much better, and here's why. When you think of Megan Fox, you think of Michaela Baines from the Transformers movie, which was directed by Michael Bay. She's often predicted as the sexy girl in movies, and obviously she's quite good looking, so that explains why. Megan Fox's first appearances was as a mean girl in movies such as Brianna in The Holiday in the Sun and Carla Santini in Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. In both these roles, she portrayed mean, spoiled brat roles and was often seen as a classic mean girl character. Later on in her career, she was an extra in Bad Boys 2. But you can only see her for about like 2 seconds because she was only 15 at the time and she was wearing a bikini set. And guess what director directed this movie? Yeah, it was Michael Bay, my G. Michael Bay casted Megan Fox into Transformers because Megan Fox had caught his eye in Bad Boys 2, even though she was 15 at the time, just to reiterate. The audition process was also weird, from certain sources stating that she had to wash his car in the audition, which is kind of weird. In the Transformer movie, Michael Bay presented the character as a sex symbol and often used her aesthetic features to sell and portray her character to the audience, and may have warranted eyes on her which she might have not wanted. At this point, the media focused on her looks, and there was rumors going around about her weight, about her plastic surgery history, and in interviews released in recent times, she has explained how this has made her feel very uncomfortable. Megan Fox had a troubled past with Michael Bay. In interviews, she jokingly said that Michael Bay was comparable to Hitler and Napoleon.
I was wearing a Stars and Stripes bikini and a red cowboy hat and like 6-inch heels. And he approved it, and they said, you know, Michael, she's 15, so you can't sit her at the bar and she can't have a drink in her hand. So his solution to that problem was to then have me dancing underneath a waterfall getting soaking wet. And that's
perfectly wholesome.
At 15, I was in 10th grade. So that's,
wow.
That's sort of a microcosm of how Bay's mind works.
Yeah, well, that's really a microcosm of how all our minds works. But some of us have the decency to repress those thoughts and pretend that they don't exist.
Right.
In the subsequent Transformers movies, she was removed because Michael Bay obviously found offense to these comments, even though she did say this in a joking manner. There's one thing that you should know about Hollywood, is that when a person makes enemies out of a director or a high status figure in Hollywood, that person might get blacklisted, and that's kind of what happened to Megan Fox. After 2007, after the Transformers fiasco drama with Michael Bay, and after she got axed from the Transformers movie, she often made appearances in small TV shows and movies as a hot girl. For example, in The Dictator, where she played herself. So up to this point, the main consensus around Megan Fox was that she was a terrible actor and was only in films because of her hot girl stigma and the attraction that she garnered from the male audience because of her physical aesthetics. However, in my opinion, I think she was given dry material. There's only so much that you can do with, frankly, terrible material and dry dialogue that an actor can only carry so much. A good example of her actually doing well is Jennifer's Body, which is probably one of like my favorite movies, even though it doesn't really make sense. Jennifer's Body is about Jennifer, played by Megan Fox, who gets possessed and turned into a succubus after she is sacrificed to Satan. When her best friend Anita learns about it, she has to stop Jennifer before she attacks her lover Chip. And Anita is played by Amanda Seyfried, who is a very, very talented actress. And Megan Fox stole the show in this movie. The movie was directed by Karen Kusama, who has made blockbuster high-rated movies such as The Invitation and The Destroyer. In this movie, Megan Fox did a very good job at delivering a funny but dark side to her character. She had the ability to deliver quick, witty, comedic punchlines in this movie, which was actually funny. In an interview with Diablo Cody, she mentioned how the Me Too movement kind of excluded her views just because. Here's a short clip from that interview.
Like, I don't feel like there's a space in feminism for me. You know, even though I consider myself a feminist, I feel like feminists don't want me to be a part of their group. This
shows how feminists actually gatekeeped her from being part of this all-female thing, and it was actually, you know, not a very nice thing to do by people, just because of the stigma behind her, you know, being a hot girl in cinema. Megan Fox now has 3 beautiful children, Bodhi, Noah, and Journey, and recently split up with her spouse Brian Green, but she was involved with Machine Gun Kelly for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. She was in his music video or something, but yeah, that was interesting. But her roles now are often quite small. I haven't heard of most of the stuff that she's been in. In conclusion, I think Megan Fox was treated poorly by Hollywood and by the media in general, and how the media twists and turns the public's perspective on a person through false and stigmatized false characterization of individuals without their control over the matter. If Megan Fox was to do a movie again right now, I would advise her to maybe do a role where she can be funny and dark, like in Jennifer's Body. I think she was probably her best movie. I mean, she did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, which was kind of popular. It made a lot of money, but you know, obviously not a lot of people liked it, but it was a decent movie. But yeah, I wish her all the luck. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below, and also comment down below on what type of videos you want me to make next. This is like a different type of video that I wanted to make because it's like on a topic that interests me, because you know, maybe in the future I might want to make a movie or two, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you like this video, and peace out.